Hey there, hope all is well. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what the transactions section is all about. So let's click on the transactions. So what we've done is we have integrated the APIs of NEC NMF and BSC star MF to give you a complete white labeled solution. So the idea is to give you and your clients a completely seamless experience which is white labeled, and you can save time, etc. Now before getting started, what you need to do is you need to go to the settings section, and from here you need to first ensure that you entered the ARN RI credentials, and in your case if you have sub-broker or team members, then you need to add their details as well so that the transactions can be initiated under their sub-broker or EUIN code. Adding ARN RI credentials is pretty straightforward. Just click on the add new button, and you just need to provide these details. The application ID in case of NEC and the API password need to be requested to NEC from your registered email address. You can ask us for the email format and our support team will help you. And you can also take help for BSc as well, from the support team. So once you are done that, you can come back to the overview and get started. So what can you do within transactions? So you can initiate transactions, you can view investors who have an investment account, you can create mandates from here, and then there is a settings section. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the overview section and let's try creating an IAN UCC. Okay, so I'm going to click on IAN UCC here. Let's say I want to do it for Naitik again. I want to click here and I'll show you how fast it is to create an IIN or a UCC for any person who is KYC compliant. So there are 6 subsections here, 6 steps. The first step is where I need to give my basic details here. So I'll just finish couple of I'm going to click on next here. So as you can see, the address and everything is getting pulled up automatically. So I don't need to do a lot of work because these things were already present in the system beforehand. Yeah. I can add multiple banks here. I'm going to click on next. Here I'll add my nominee details. So let me say Sunaina is a nominee and she's a wife. And I'm going to keep the address as the same one. I can add more nominees as well over here. Very simple. This is a FATCA. So let's say the income is this and it's a salaried, and then I'm going to click on next. So that's it. I'm already on the last step, as you can see, and all I have to do is click on the create account button and it's going to create an IAN in case of NSC, and if it's a BSc star, then I can create an AOF from here itself. So that's how simple and straightforward the whole process of IIN and UCC creation is. I'm going to close this and I'm going to now show you how to initiate a transaction. It's that simple. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm now going to click on the transaction option here. I can also go into the transactions tab and initiate transactions, but let me do it from here. So I'm going to click on transactions here. Now here I need to start typing the investor's name. So let's say I want to do it for Ronak. I'm going to click here. Now it is showing me these 6 options and I'll select one. So for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to click on a purchase transaction, and as you can see, you can do a lot of other transactions as well. Now here there are 2 options. One is invest in existing scheme and another is select a new scheme. Let me select an existing scheme, and so it shows me these options here. So I'm just going to randomly pick one, let's say an Access Focus 25 fund. Again, there are 2 options, whether I want to select a new folio or invest in an existing folio. All the existing folios will show up here. The amount has to be entered. It shows a minimum amount as well, which is 1000 rupees. So that's pretty handy. Let me say 5000. Now again, there are 2 options, net banking or debit mandate. Again, if the debit mandate is not there, then it's going to prompt you to create a debit mandate. Let me select a net banking for now. Now if you see on the right hand side, it smartly summarizes the information just so that it's very handy for me. Okay, So now I'm now going to click on transact now. Now if I click on save and add another, well, what it will do is it will allow me to create a wrap transaction. So I can essentially have 3 or 4 transactions bundled into one, and then just do one net banking or a debit mandate transaction just to save more time. Cool. So I'm now going to click on transact now. Alright, so it says so far so good. One last step, your client needs to authorize the transaction to complete it. So that's about it. You could see that it is such a seamless experience. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have to log into the NSE or BSE portal, and it's not white labeled. You need to remember the credentials. If you want your clients to initiate transactions, then it's another login ID password for them. So it's not very handy, and that's the value addition we are providing over here with this seamless execution. So I'll show you the email which I would have received. I have also received an OTP. Let's see the email. So this is the email that I've just received, and it comes from NSC, and I will click on the payment link here, and it's now going to redirect me to ICICI Bank, which is where I have my account. So once I enter the credentials, it will then complete the transaction. I hope this gives you a sense of how this works. Let's go back. So here, the dashboard is also pretty handy. It shows me the total transactions done, total IIN UCC registered, clients without IIN UCC. So that gives me an idea about which clients to go after. Similarly, the mandates and so on and so forth. Again, see the pending rejections, everything, all the data is coming into one piece. So that makes my job very easy as an advisor. Great. So this was the transactions section. I hope you found it useful. So with that, I'm going to end this demo. Thank you so much for your time. Much appreciated. Do check out our other videos that will give you a deeper dive into what IFANOW has to offer. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.